Hey guys, welcome back to some Raid Shadow Legends. Today's video, I really did mess up in this game, and I want to make sure that you do not make the exact same mistake I did. So going through here, we've been building out a lot of 5-star, a lot of 6-star champions overall. When you look at the champions that we've been building, we've been focusing on Kale. We did Supreme Galak. We also did Tagore, and we built out Alice. We did build up Deacon Armstrong all the way up to 5. This was at the expense of a lot of rare heroes, which unfortunately we are stuck as it sits today, because when you look at the missions that are available right here, we have the caption or the champion mission of Fuse the Justicar. Now, the Justicar is going to yield us some silver. We are also going to get some gems out of here. However, we do not have the champions in here because we fuse them. So looking at the Relic Keeper, and if you're unfamiliar with this part of the quest or of the mission, this is the part you have to fuse this guy. This is Justicar. This is the defense champion that we can find in Void Shards. But remember, it says specifically we have to fuse him. Right here, we do have War Maiden. As you can see, we built her out a little bit further. War Maiden was an absolute carry early to when we got into Raid. We actually got a copy very, very early. Now, we only have one single copy. So if I am going to use this copy, I'm going to have to go ahead and get rid of either sacrificing her, remove the gear and sacrifice her. But you can also see that we do have one little red star in there. Again, this is a champion that for the rare champions, that pool of rare champions, I am going to keep her, which means I need a secondary copy of War Maiden, and I need to get it to level 30, and I need to add the 3 Ascended Stars on there to be able to fuse to Justicar. Now, looking here, I was actually really smart with this one because I took this one, I put it into the vault. When we had the ability, you can see we got it up to 3 stars, we got it to level 30, and you can see this little chest piece right here, which means that we did vault this hero. Now, I believe I did have a copy of Harris, meaning that we probably used it for fusion, maybe some point along the way. This is the reason why we've talked about saving the rare champions that you see. And then I don't know if I ever got any Spirit Host copies, just going through regular gameplay, going through the forest. I don't remember getting any Spirit Host copies, but I know that I did get a copy of Harris. So what essentially this means is because I cannot go ahead and I cannot fuse Justicar, that also means within the missions themselves, we cannot go through, we cannot complete this, we cannot get to part 3, and we're also missing getting the Sacred Shard, which we see right down here, without spending a crazy amount of our energy to go back, circle around, and build those. So if you are a newer player to Raid, absolutely you want to save those specific heroes, making sure, again, that you're going to have the ability to fuse the Justicar when you do need it. Now, we knew it was coming up. I really wasn't paying a lot of attention. We could go ahead and use the War Maiden, but I know, again, we did use the Altar of Souls on there to build her up a little bit further. And I feel like when it comes to some of the progression, especially because we have Kale, having War Maiden in there really does make a big difference on the damage we can put out. And I've also did the same with the champion right here. You can see we already have 2 Ascension levels, have to get him to 40. So eventually we'll get to the point of the Relic Keeper, we'll be able to fuse him. But we absolutely, again, have to circle around and get those copies of Justicar. Now, in addition, looking at the portal, you can see we do have a boosted portal out here for Void Summons. We are not focusing on it at all. This is a point, again, as a new player where there is a 2x chance. That is the only time you should be summoning. Mystery Shards we've been going through. We've been building up a lot of heroes because, again, we have to circle around and we have to get to the point of going through and building out the Justicar. So we have to pick up a lot of the copies of the heroes we need, going back into the forest, and I'm running this on Brutal. And I kind of went back between doing, a couple of the different stages and also looking at stage 7. So in here, because we have the ability to get these 5-star speed boots, just because, again, I'm not too worried about what bonuses we have with the set bonuses, everything like that at this point. We have a lot of heroes that can absolutely benefit from those 5-star speed boots, which is very similar when we farm up and when we do the speed gear itself. But going through here, we have been running and just leveling up fodder, going through here to level up fodder, because like I had said, we are looking for this specific champion. Once we get the champion, we can move on to farming the next one, making sure that we're locking this in so we can get it to 30. We can get the 3 Ascended Stars on there and continue building those out. Now, really because of this, we are not having enough energy to go in and farm the Minotaur, getting all of the masteries completely done on all of our champions. We're kind of stuck in here because we do not have that copy. Now, funny enough, because I remember Graybeard, we did have a couple of copies of Graybeard. I don't have the copies of Graybeard either at this point, but Spirit Host, I do not think that we did get any copies. So burning through here works pretty well. Now, I am also saving, and I really do recommend this to any players, is I'm also saving and leveling up 1 stars, getting them to that max level. I'm getting 2 stars, getting 3 stars, 4 stars, getting all of these bigger champions that I'm building out and making sure that I'm waiting to use them, because we know that there's going to be an event that is going to be coming up with the champion building. I want to make sure, again, that we're getting the most out of every single event, every single tournament, every single thing that we have within this game, getting the most kind of bang for my buck going through here, making sure that we can pull some rewards. And I want to show you tournament-wise kind of where we're at. So even here, we get a boot. It's an HP. We're going to sell this. Got a couple shards out of here. But when we look at getting our 6-star champions, they are coming from the Guardian Ring. 22 of 40 right now. As I get these all the way to 40, I have to make sure that we have enough of our 4-star heroes at level 1. That is going to be all the food for this. Getting another 6-star hero. But within the tournaments itself, we have been focusing on, and you really have to pick and choose, Ice Golem, Epic only. I don't have enough strong Epic champions to go ahead and do this. I am skipping the Ice Golem, so that is an X right there. Classic Arena, Tag Arena, those are very easy to go through, making a lot of progression. Even in our Tag Arena, you can see almost at 1,400 right now. We're at 1,260. We're in 3rd place, usually coming in the top 3 for a majority of these. Classic Arena, the exact same. We've been pushing, got all the rewards in here. This one we're at 5th because I haven't done anything today. But again, we want to claim and go through and get all the rewards. Champion Chase, this is summoning just regular summons. We did pick up some extra energy. We're at 737. A couple more here, we'll absolutely be able to do this. Now, of course, info, want to make sure again that when we're doing the summons in here, we know the methodology behind getting new champions, but we also want to make sure that we're at a point where we can get up and pick up some of this free loot. Guys, if you're looking at a 5-star chicken, if you're looking at these tomes that we have in here, very, very big to do an event like this. And this is gaining champions. We have shards, we have market, we have campaign, etc. Getting points for doing summons. Now, of course, I didn't want to do this, or I'm really kind of waiting because I don't have any shards at this point, but we have 2 sacred shards, 1 primal shard. We even have a couple ancient shards. We are saving all of those in our entirety to go ahead and build out a lot of other champions. When it comes to building them out, we are just kind of going all in and going kind of crazy. Already have those 4 6-stars within, I believe we're at 31 days. We just started our 31st day, which is 500 energy. So you can see here, Yaga the Insatiable, boom, 500 energy. Got to go back, have to finish out that Justicar quest. I really, again, it kind of sucks that we didn't get those heroes, or I didn't lock down those heroes. So again, going in this forest, we're going to have to farm this like crazy just to go in here, build these up a little bit further, but we have to farm this until we get the copy. I don't know if going on the regular summons, and I've tried quite a few regular summons to see if by chance we could pull a copy. Haven't had any luck getting some rare copies out, and rare copies, even looking at the portal themselves, are very, again, mystery shards, very unlikely to get the copies of those, because when we look here, 1.4% to get a rare champion, which we could wait, we could do a lot of summons, we could get a lot more builds, but the chances of getting not only a rare champion, but getting that very specific rare champion that I'm looking for, again, leaves me with the ability to go in here, farm this out in its entirety, making sure that we can finish out this mission. So, all right, guys, again, I don't want you to make the same mistake that we did going through here and farming this out. Make sure you save the champions themselves. You don't want to miss out and getting Justicar and finishing out the mission in the entirety. So that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.